Alright, it's a tier 9 game on Redshire. I'm in my T29. And gosh, will I ever be glad when 8.11 update hits a little bit later. Like within 24 hours at the time of this recording. And this map gets completely altered into something a little bit more fun, hopefully. Still, is what it is at this particular moment. And I'm going to take my T29 on my preferred heavy tank route. I'm going to try and take it around down the one line to K1 roughly, and then head east to the enemy base. We're all discussing terrible games where, you know, we got a lot of kills and still lost the game. And yes, at one point, it's actually already uploaded. I have that game where I killed 8 enemy tanks. Should have gotten 10. Really should have, but I completely mess up and ended up destroying my own tank to lose the match. I shall put a link to that match right here, because there's not much going on right now that I need to commentate on. Look, there it is. And there it goes. Alright, so we've managed to make it to the river here without being blown to pieces. There's that T29 on our left. He's making me a little bit nervous because he's probably spotting me. But on the other hand, now he's only got 245 health left. Oh, make that 98 health. Oh, make that dead. Alright, and up ahead I see a T32. So I'm going to rush forward, hoping that there's nothing else hanging out in G5 to spot me and shoot me. Up to this position right over here. Luckily, this Panther has gotten to one of the stronger positions on this end of the map first and is keeping him at bay. That's all I can get here. Whoa! IS-8, that's a tier 9 tank. Where did he come from? He managed to get all the way up here without being spotted until he was right on top of that AI Panther. Luckily, doesn't seem. Yeah, got depression not found, huh, buddy? Oop, nope. He uses repair kit to shoot me and bounces a heat round off my turret. Track him right there. Trying to just keep him trapped here. Oh, nope, he's getting away again. He has a very good repair crew. He's got a T32 and IS with him. Whoa! The artillery takes the IS-8 right out of play. Alright, IS tank T32. I got an IS-3 and a Panther to back me up. Yeah, trying to get a good shot in the T32. Shooting his turret is all but useless. He's got very, very strong turret. The little tiny, one weak point is that little tiny hatch right up there, but if he's going to show me his hull, I will try and shoot at that instead. It's still also very well armored from the front, though. Whoa! I'm taking fire from G5. So I point my turret that way. Help protect myself. And then, because, you know, someone has to do it. Yep, we're still under fire from that direction. I decide, you know what? We'll just use this IS-3 as cover. My track eats a shot from the T32. The artillery continues its quest to help us. Gonna try turret shot. Nope. Going for the cupola, of course, but didn't do me any good. And he's, as a result, can roll forward a bit to brutalize me. I decide, well, I just need to get, insane as it might seem, I need to get closer. I need to make it so that all they can see is my target. Didn't quite get it, but they're all focusing on the IS, who just YOLO'd up on top there. He's quite dead now. But I managed to kill off the ridiculously difficult to kill T32. Alright, 2 IS tanks with Centurion 7-1 acting as backup. That's going to be lots of fun. Yeah, you can see the Centurion is shooting at me for all he's worth. So I decide, alright, well, if you want to shoot at me, put some pressure on you. Probably just to my shoot, these 2 ISs are going to, or should, intelligently, they should push me. But they're both worried about that SU-101 that has popped up, since all my other previously helpful tanks are all now quite dead. Centurion, for some reason, decides to push forward. He's in a good support position back there. Gun depression, even American gun depression, was not quite sufficient right there. focusing too much on them. The Centurion gets a shot at me, and then the artillery lands on me. T29 also decides to YOLO. Okay. I managed to get my track fortunately fixes, so I'm able to first put a shot into that IS tank. Then the artillery clobbers the Centurion nearly to death. They're still skirmishing with the Su-101, who's survived a remarkably long time. Centurion finishes him off, and I make sure I get that all too effective Centurion. Fortunately, the MX-1390 gets the other IS. I'm able to bounce this guy's last shot, and I say, hey, that means he's reloading. Let's go and finish him. Of course, all I do is take off his track, but luckily, the T-34 in the back was watching out for me and just takes him out. And then I see this AMX AC-46 charging my way, and I go, you've got to be kidding me. And then he gets blown away by two friendly takes on the ridge. Artillery fire behind me. I decided to try and return the favor to those guys by putting a flank shot into this VK that's rushing them. T-34 takes a couple of brutal hits right there. I'm still looking for more shots on the VK. He's got a rock between me and him, though. So I can't quite see him, so I'm going to maneuver this way, but the GW Tiger artillery was, as you can see, has been very much on the ball and keeps scoring good hits. We're being flanked around, the team is being flanked around the north, which of course is about as far away from me as possible. So for the moment, I decide to let them deal with that. I'm going to stay hidden over here because I'm in awfully bad shape. I mean, it's a tier 9 game, and I'm a tier 7 tank. It's very, very hard to stay alive in such an environment, but the T29 is much better at it than most other tier 7 tanks because of its incredibly difficult to destroy turret. Alright, looks like the rest of the team is spreading out to check out the north, so I decide I'm just going to peek right here to see if anything's over there. I don't see anything, so I fall back behind the ridgeline because I know that somewhere out there there's an unspotted ISU-152, and therefore I must treat it as if it has the BL-10 and therefore can one-shot me, even potentially through the front of my turret. It's one of the very few guns that if it hits me just right, it can actually penetrate parts of the front of my turret. Definitely was spotted because of that was one of their artillery taking a shot at me. So I now know the ISU is somewhere just west of their cap circle, and he spotted me when I popped my head up to have a look around. So I decided to fall back and join the team. Our MX-1390 is actually still at full health. It's actually kind of amazing. What I'd like to do is go form up with the T-34, but he's actually running away from me, so chances of that are pretty small. So I decided instead I'm going to work my way this way and try to move around to the hill at G5. Amazingly, the enemy Crusader was actually pushing up with his team and ended up on the northern flank, where he was, I bet, hoping for easy shooting. The T-34 pinged the map there, and I decided to point out, so I thought the ISU was there. I'm basically relying on here is the fact that the ISU does not exactly have the game's greatest view range to help me get around into attack position on this ridge line over here. I should be hovering just outside the edge of his maximum possible view range. Right here, where I think the ridge line will help protect me from fire from over that way, I turn in and start my advance. And there he is. AMX gets a very nice shot into him. Realizing that he can't see me, that he can't shoot at me at the moment, I move forward. When I see him crossing this opening, I decide to try and take a shot. As you can see, though, he just runs right smack dab into a firestorm from the Waffenträger and the T-34, and my shot is just a waste. And I move up aggressively to help protect the AMX 1390. But the T-34 is just wrecking everything. You have the much better attack position. Still, all in all, good game, and good night.